A day in the life of an arachnophobe.
That would be my standard gear, regardless of what time of year it was. When I did laundry, the moment that I got them from the dryer, I would put them in a plastic bag. I had the cleanest truck because I had a spider brush, and I would literally brush my truck every single time I got in it. I had also a special spider brush, and I would like wave it around in case there were webs hanging in the wall, all the way down the hall to my bedroom.
For Joanne, avoiding even the slightest glimpse of a spider had become a full-time obsession. You tried a number of things, right?
Yeah.
And then what? How did you get the idea to work on virtual reality?
Well, I saw Scientific American Frontiers on Channel 9 with you.
The room is tilted. In the show Joanne saw, we visited researchers at Georgia Tech in Atlanta. Using virtual reality, they're able to give people with a fear of heights a simulated version of the real thing.
Look down over the edge.
Oh, you know what I hate is looking up.
That's what I've always said. Looking up.
You can see all
The idea of VR therapy is to provoke the anxiety of the phobia, then help the patient cope with it.
Want to give me a rating?
25.
Just because you feel something in your body when you're up this tall doesn't mean that it's fear. It means you're human.
After several sessions of VR treatment, our patient was even able to take a ride in a glass elevator. And you saw that show. What did you think to yourself? What was your reaction to that?
I thought it was very cool that the guy was going up in that elevator. And I looked at him going, I was looking at his eyes going, oh, he knows the feeling.
Oh, he's a tall one.
Joanne Sakalaris, who lives in Seattle, went to her therapist and asked if virtual reality was being used to treat arachnophobia. He contacted a VR researcher at the University of Washington, Hunter Hoffman.
Slowly.
You can make it a little tighter.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So if you hold your hand out,
Yeah.
you should be able to see your
I see my hand.
cyber hand.
My cyber hand, okay. Within a few weeks, Hunter adapted an existing VR environment into one that's an arachnophobe's nightmare.
You can just move over towards that vase.
There's the vase, okay. Oh, there's a spider.
Okay.
Now, what's that spider going to do?
It's unpredictable.
I really did react immediately to that little thing wiggling his arms.
What was your anxiety when you first saw it?
Watching me along with Joanne is her therapist, Al Carlin.
From 0 to 100, I don't know, about 20 or 30.
Okay.
I mean, I had a little startle reaction.
Uh-huh.
I got used to it right away because it's clearly virtual. But there's something about that shape which I have an automatic reaction to.
So try to herd him into the sink.
Into the sink?
Yeah. So you just have to bend your knee so you can see him. Yeah, there you go. Push him into the sink.
Okay.
One more. There he goes. Now see these little red and blue buttons just to your left?
Yeah.
Touch those and that'll turn the water faucet on. There, see, you turn the water on.
Yeah.
Now touch this apple.
Yeah.
And you turned on the garbage disposal.
Oh, the poor guy. Why didn't we just throw him out a window?
Well, he comes back.
Oh.
Yeah.
well, then forget about it.
Okay, let's take a short break.
All right. Well, am I cured now?
Yeah. That was
You're
quick.
the best judge. You're the best.
How will I know if I'm cured?
We'll find out.
You're not going to give me a real spider, are you?
We'll see what happens.
What was it like watching me go through this? Did that bring back the process for you?
Yeah. Yeah, because my hands got sweaty watching you.
Really?
Now that you've achieved some level of desensitization,
Yeah.
you move to the next stage.
Okay.
So we'll just go back here.
Is the spider going to get worse? Is that it?
No, it's... Can you see okay?
Yes, I see fine.
Now, at this point, you know more about what's going on than I do, locked away as I am in my virtual kitchen.
He's what is he, on a thread or something?
He's on a spider web. So what's your anxiety from that spider?
I have to tell you that I consciously don't feel a lot of anxiety, but I'm noticing that I feel here in my chest and my stomach, I really feel a physical reaction.
Uh-huh.
So just keep looking at it.
Yeah.
And if you can, try to take a deep breath, hold it for a moment, and then breathe out slowly.
Where'd he go? Now he went someplace. Oh, he's going up and down. I don't like when he gets out of my sight.
If you can just reach out and touch the spider with an open hand.
Open hand. Ah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, yeah. Oh. What? Do you know what just happened?
What?
What just happened?
You put that thing in my hand, that controller, but you were holding it right where the spider was.
Uh-huh.
And when I put my hand over there, and there I got that controller, I thought I was touching the spider.
Okay, here, try touching that again.
You didn't do that deliberately, did you?
Try touching that again.
Where is it?
Here. So. So did that feel like a spider when you first touched it?
Yeah, of course it did.
So what was your anxiety then?
Well, I think my laughter was an expression of my anxiety.
Okay.
And I don't know what it was. It must have been, I mean, it was a shock. It must have been 60 or 70. Oh, this is disgusting.
Okay.
Oh, it's a tarantula, too. It's very interesting. The longer we do this, the more convinced I am that I'm deeply anxious about this, and you're not going to get me out of it.
I suspect that with time you'd get real comfortable, almost sort of bored with this virtual spider. But hopefully if you're somewhat anxious along the way, it may move you to be less destructive to those guys when you meet them in the real world. They may never be your favorite critters.
Yeah. Yeah. But I can learn to coexist with them.
You can learn to coexist, and I think to also learn to coexist and be less troubled by the visceral response you have to them.
Mm-hmm. Is this something you could have done before you had that therapy?
No.
Really? You wouldn't have?
Since Joanne came up with the idea of VR therapy for arachnophobia, the program has been extended and is now being offered to others.
You wouldn't even have been able to look at a field?
Yeah.
And here you are walking through it.
I know.
And what are you experiencing?
Nothing.
Really? Really?
Joy. It's so, I can't explain it. It is so, I went camping, and I've never been able to go camping before. And, I mean, that to me was, great.
Not only can Joanne now go camping, she's even ready for a visit from Rosie.
I understand you had a real fear of tarantulas at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And you've overcome that, do you think?
Yes, I'm confident.
This is someone, remember, who could spot a tiny spider 50 feet away and fly into total uncontrollable panic.
Oh, this is so cool.
Can you feel the little claws at the end of her feet? They're like a
Yeah.
cat foot.
As for me, my mind is filled again with visions of that tarantula I struggled with in the swimming pool as a kid.
When it started to crawl up your arm, I was cringing, and I thought, how can she tolerate that? And you're the one who had the problem. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm gonna go out of my head if you let that crawl any further up your arm. All right. Put her on my hand.
I don't know if it was the VR therapy or just Joanne's bravery, but here goes.
She's got the softest touch, you know?
And so, having learned in the last hour to appreciate spiders, I finally make contact.
Well, my heart's not pounding too much. I can't breathe, but my heart's not pounding.